everybody and welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to another Let's Build a Warhound Titan video. It's great to have you guys. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you guys again. Goodbye. Only joking. Right, so what have I been up to this video on the Warhound Titan build project? Well, I've got some cool stuff to show you. But first thing I wanted to show you was it's all about that base. That's right. This, guys, is going to be the base of my Warhound Titan. As you guys can tell, it's a chopping board. It's got quite a large base, probably the largest base that I've ever based on this show. On this based about. Oh, there's going to be another one of those words again that just loses meaning. So the structure that I will mount the Warhound Titan upon is going to be this cutting board here. Quite nice, very, very cheap. It only cost me, I think, a couple of quid off eBay. It's got a nice bevel to it. It's not varnished, which means that stuff will adhere to it quite nicely. As you can see, I've kind of marked out where the foot's going to go on it. And I've also marked out the centre where the foot is and where it goes up to the ball joint, because I am going to be putting a dirty great big screw into the Warhound Titan's leg just to hold it down. So in regards to this base, I was thinking of doing kind of like a mini diorama almost. So we'll whip the legs out again. I'll just move my legs up here. So here are the legs, El Titano's legs. Still not got a name for him, guys. Still not got a name. So I think that is, yeah, that's pretty much, is it lined up? Yeah, basically that's lined up. That's the way it's going to go on the structure I shall mount it upon. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of negative space here. So what I was thinking of doing some kind of a diorama. Now in regards to the way I base my other miniatures, because this is going to go along with my Imperial Knights. Look at this, guys. That is the Imperial Knight legs next to the Titan legs. That is quite the difference. But as you can see, I kind of go for this kind of like muddy, dirty kind of, you know, war-torn kind of landscape with like oil drums and barbed wire and stuff and lots of, just so it looks a little bit more real, because this project encompasses all aspects of miniature making, including terrain making. So I was going to do like a proper churned up muddy base, but I wanted to have something going on here, or maybe something over there, or maybe a bit of both, I'm not sure, just to draw your eye a little bit. Not enough to draw your eye from the actual Titan itself, but some of this makes it look a little bit interesting. And I was thinking, I'd like to have some Skitarii on there, because as we all know, Skitarii, normally the hoplites or whatever it is, they accompany Titans as like a ground troop bodyguard, so that infantry don't try and shoot at it and they engage the infantry. So I was thinking of having some Skitarii on there, and then I found the gates that came off the shoulder pads. These were gated up like that. So there was like 3 lines coming off there. But I thought, you know what these look like? These look like bunker walls. So I was like, that's pretty good. So I wanted to make like a square with them, and I was like, nah, it's going to look a bit shit. So I thought, why don't I stagger these bunker walls like that, or even like that, so that I can have Skitarii poking over the actual edge, because I've got a few spare Skitarii from a previous Mechanicum project, so I thought I could do that. And then I thought, I'm going to have a little bit of fun here, so I thought I'd make some like battle damage and stuff. We got some more battle damage here, some scarring and some bullet holes. I really like the way I do my my bullet holes. I kind of drill the hole, and then I get a hobby knife and stick it in and kind of like wiggle it backwards and forwards to make it look like an actual impact zone rather than just a drilled out hole. So I'm thinking of something along those lines, and then I'm going to have, sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. That's a bit grim. So I was going to have something like that, maybe like a dead Skitarii on the back, or a dead Marine or something. I don't know, I'm still not decided, but I definitely want to incorporate these gates onto the base, because I think they'll just add a little bit something extra to it. A couple of other things I was thinking of maybe using some of these like ammo boxes. I've been using these to actually stick stuff on to paint, but I was thinking, you know, if maybe we could shove like an ammo box, like make it maybe look like it's been kind of barricaded up with like an empty crate, so have something like that, and then an ammo box here, you know, just to make it look like a battle zone almost. I'm not too sure. I'd like to do that because again it would add a different bit of colour and a different kind of not aesthetic, just something different visually to look upon. So that's a work in progress. Not too sure how that is going to go, but there will be definite basing progress coming soon. So in other news, let's just move the legs. Put them over there. We'll move this base. It's all about that base, guys. All about that base. And the next thing I'm going to show you is something really cool. Something that is the actual weapons. So I'm going to have to move this closer, actually. I'm going to move the camera. What's going on? Why is my camera so far back? It's because I was trying to get the legs in shot. That's why. So we've got this flamer. You guys kind of seen this a couple of videos ago in its blocked in colour state. So now I've had a chance to actually go over it and to give it a wash. It looks really nice. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, although I'm not too happy with the way they did the heat stain effect, and I think I ruined it by adding black to it. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to mask this section off, repaint this, and start again. It's not going to be a big deal, because, you know, it's the end, and it means that I can literally, if I wanted to, I could just hold it in my hand, and just spray it and use my hand as a thing, as a cut-off point. However, I do want to get it like right up flush against this kind of like flamer guard here. So that's that. I did a thing on there. It was quite nice to get in there and do some nice little weathering effects, especially on like the tubing and stuff, and get some oil in there, as like, you know, I would imagine a little bit of Promethium maybe will be leaking out of this big tank. So I need to do some touch-ups on this like cable here where I've actually hit it with some brass, some bronze, or however you want to say it. I've also done the other weapon. Now the other weapon, guys, is the Turbo Laser Destructor, and I decided to make it like it was glowing red hot. Look at that, guys. It's so goddamn beautiful. I even did the interior barrels as well. I was very, very happy with the way I did this. I did it first time as well. I was like, oh, I did a little bit of practice on my desk, as you can see here, but then I decided, you know what, balls to it, we're just going to go for it, and I did it first try. I thought I was going to have to totally do this over and over again, but it turned out really well, and it looks like it's glowing red hot as the laser is kind of like heating up the metal around it. Very, very happy. Again, it's going to add that little bit of extra oomph, a little bit of extra pizzazz to the Warhound itself. We've also got a nice red lens here, although I did have a bit of a mistake here. I need to go over that where the red leaked out, but just look at it. It just looks ace. I'm well happy with the way it turned out. So other things that I've been up to as well, let's get the flamer in here as well, put the flamer in the background so you guys can see. Other things I've been working on is how to actually attach it to and from the arms. Like, how am I going to do it? I didn't want to glue it because it makes it an absolute nightmare for transporting it. So I was like, okay, cool. You get these ball joints with it, and you can see, that looks like a boob. Looks like a green titty. Where the liquid mask has formed. It's got a green titty. Or an eyeball, if you're not perverted. It could also look like that. But yeah, so we've liquid masked these ends off because I wanted it to be clean for when I epoxy it. I don't want no epoxy sticking to paint and then paint peeling off. So that's going to get that's liquid masked off, and then the middle bits are going to get painted. However, I'm not just going to have these stuck in. As I said, I'm actually going to have these magnetised, because I've magnetised them right here with these dirty, great big dock-off magnets. Pinchy finger, pinchy finger. So yeah, so these are magnetised. Had to cut them in half. They come as one piece. Oh Jesus! Oh no! Uh-oh, the implants have ruptured. The tit is gone. But yeah, so these are extremely powerful magnets. These are N50s. I've never used N50s before personally. I know Moggy used N50s on the legs, but yeah, Jesus Christ, these are fecking strong magnets. Look at that. Oh, it's going to pinch my skin again. I'm just going to have to quickly delete some footage because I'm about to run out of recording time, guys. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so we have recording time. So as I was saying, with these are exceptionally powerful N50 magnets. Like, I mean, it goes through my flesh, for crying out loud. And they also pinch my skin whenever I accidentally clack together. And you shouldn't let neodymium N50s clack together because they're very brittle and they can break. But yeah, so this will allow me to paint the middle bit. It will allow me to stick one end in each gun in each orifice, and then it will then allow it to be able to be twisted and repositioned. I did think about getting you can buy ball socket magnet. So basically you can buy like a plate with a divot in it, with like a concave cutout in it, and then you could buy spherical magnets. So I was thinking of putting... Sorry, let me just thinking that. I was thinking of putting one in there and then having that in there, so I could literally rotate it, so it could go up and down as well as all around. Put your left foot in, put your left foot out, that kind of bullshit. So yeah, so I decided not to, because I was like, yeah, it's probably going to cost a lot, and indeed they are expensive, those magnets. So we're not going to do that. So instead, oh Jesus, they're all sticking together. I do enjoy, like, woo. I love playing with magnets. Something about magnets brings me back to being a child. I don't know, I think it's because magnets kind of like magic, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's this invisible force that repels and draws stuff in. And I don't know, just captivates me. Who else loves playing with magnets? Leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below. But yeah, so that's going to go in there, and then the other bit is going to go into the Titan itself. I'm going to get all epoxied up, and then it's going to be nearly ready, guys. It's going to be nearly ready, apart from having to do that base. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget, leave me a comment in the doobly-doo about magnets, and also, I would absolutely love some feedback on this Turbo Laser Destructor. Probably one of the coolest guns I've ever painted. I would absolutely love it if you could give me some feedback on that. I'm going to do some touch-ups on it. Like, I'm going to do like these skulls and things, and some of the little cables, and even the little switches and stuff under here. So it is going to get worked on again, but they'll be so minute that you'll only be able to tell looking at it up close. But anyway, guys, that's basically it from me. Don't forget to check out the Facebook group. Don't forget to like, favourite, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Instagram. You'll get sneak peeks as to what I'm doing earlier on Instagram. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment in the doobly-doo, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you now, and goodbye.